LaTeX is a scripting language. It's used to typeset. Typically, it's used in math and science textbooks where you have a lot of equations to make all the text look good and to be able to embed equations. And you can get a general LaTeX editor, and you probably will have to in an engineering school or a physics program or a math program or computer science program. I want to show you how there are also tools to allow you to embed LaTeX in other text. And Schoology has that. If you're submitting a new Schoology assignment, you'll be able to embed LaTeX. So we'll show you sort of a little bit of how LaTeX works and how to use it specifically with Schoology. And then I'll have another video that shows you how to install a LaTeX plugin for Google Docs. So first off, this is how LaTeX is generally spelled. And we use it for typesetting in mathematical equations. So there is an insert content thing over here. I'm going to go down here and put an end in just so I have direct access to the text after the LaTeX equation here. So let's go insert LaTeX. And I am going to take some pre-made equations that I have. The dollar signs here denote, and you can use $2 signs or one. I use two because the first LaTeX editor that I ever used had $2 signs, but one on either end is fine. It says the code in between here is LaTeX and it needs to be interpreted differently than just regular text. So if I say insert, we get square root of 5. Well, remember, that was what the LaTeX code was. So let's try another one. Let's do a fraction. So we go insert LaTeX. We get the fraction 3/4. And there's that. Let's look at exponents. So x caret 2, and notice the braces there. Like most of these things, the braces are crucial to tell you what gets treated differently. So we have x squared for this code. Let's try a little bit of calculus here. An integral. That's this LaTeX code. And we can try a sum. That's sigma notation. So we have backslash sum that tells it what notation we're going to use. The underscore n equals 1 means that's going to be on the bottom. The caret tells it it's going to be up top. That's infinity. And then what's going to be the sum of 2 to the negative n. Then the whole thing equals 1. For this. Here's a limit. Which is that. And finally, let's try oh, hold on, let me grab that. Let's try something that incorporates a bunch of these together. So we're going to insert LaTeX. Let's look at this. It's going to be a fraction, right? the first pair of braces tell you what's going to be on top. So that looks like x squared minus 4. And then the denominator is going to be in there, and that looks like the square root of x plus 2. So let's insert it, and it's x squared minus 4 over the square root of x plus 2.